All right. Shh. I need everybody to come a little closer. Just a little bit closer so you can hear me. Because I'm whispering in your ear about tonight's Wednesday night whispered guest who is returning. He is a father, a husband, and private practice owner specializing in hypnosis. He likes to travel, play golf as much as he can, and in 2019, CBD wellness came into his life out of the need to spread the truth and benefits of what CBDs are and what they can help with. He is here live to educate and answer questions. But before I bring on my guest, I wanted to bring you my non-alcoholic beverage of the night. It is a smoothie made with strawberries, bananas, blueberries, and pineapple juice. Made with my Nutribullet mixer and blender combo. I will link it in the description box below. You can also find it on my YouTube channel. But with no further ado, please welcome my guest, Kelly Mulroy. Yay! How are you, Mr. Mulroy?
I'm well. How are you?
I am awesome. So you're here to talk to us about CBD, which I don't know anything about, but I'm very curious to find out tonight, okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we're just going to jump right in. What is CBD?
Good question. So, what's CBD is cannabinoid. Okay. Now, cannabinoids is something that every human body, strike that, every mammal's body produces.
Okay.
We're talking about human beings like you and me,
Okay.
and dogs and cats. And so those chemicals are produced by what's called the endocannabinoid system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, a lot of people wonder why. Sorry, I'm adjusting this. Why CBD is important, and the reason being is because as we grow older, our bodies become indeficient with many things, right? CBDs is one of them, and when we become deficient with our CBD levels, our endocannabinoid system gets out of balance, which then causes problems with our other body systems to occur.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's new to me that our body naturally produces this.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This is why we're here to be educated.
Yes. Our bodies actually have more receptors for cannabinoids than anything else.
I didn't know. Okay, guys, hold on to your seat. This is why we're talking, because he's found a true passion. I know, because he's whispered in my ear a couple of times about it. So I know this is a true passion. He knows what he's talking about. So, all right, I don't know if we are jumping right in with misconceptions, but can you get high from this?
That is a misconception.
Okay.
When we're talking about CBD, people typically associate THC with CBD, and here's why.
Okay.
THC is contained in the marijuana plant.
Okay.
CBD is also contained in the marijuana plant. However, that is not the only plant that CBD and THC are contained in.
Okay.
The hemp plant contains THC.
Okay.
And also contains CBD. Now, marijuana is predominantly 90% comprised of THC, with 10% comprised of CBDs. Okay. That's where the misnomer comes from, because we're very focused and very aware about marijuana.
Yes, we are.
Which means that we're also very aware about marijuana and the high levels of THC that is contained, which means that we're very aware about the sense and the feeling of getting high, intoxicated from THC. because of that, and the fact that CBD is also contained in marijuana, that's where the association then came from.
All right.
Now, in 2018, when the Farm Bill passed in the United States, it recognized the difference between cannabis and marijuana and cannabis and hemp, because those two plants come from the same family of plants, the cannabis family. There's actually many, many plants that come from the cannabis family. Hemp and marijuana are just two of them. Hemp is my passion and my advocacy about, which means that in a hemp plant, it is 90% comprised of CBDs and only 10% comprised of THC.
So here's a question for you. Can you get high off of CBD?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Now,
because CBD is not THC.
Okay.
They are separate.
Okay. They can come from the same plant, but they're separate.
Correct. Okay. They are separate chemicals.
Okay. I'm learning. Now, I just have to ask this. Are they in seed form, both of them?
So, okay. Hemp seeds grow hemp plants.
Okay.
Hemp plants contain cannabinoids and THC molecules.
But we find most THC to be in seed and liquid form. How are all these kids getting high off of this stuff?
Okay, yeah. So THC is a molecule. There's no such thing as a THC seed.
Okay, good. Okay. This is you giving me my science, because I hated science in school. So there you go. You're giving me my science. All right. All right. So gotcha. You can't overdose on CBD, can you?
No.
Okay. Because I know that's a little misnomer out there. People are saying, oh, you can. And even when I said I was interviewing you, one of my colleagues went, oh, be careful, you're going to lose your job. I said, why? Because you're talking about marijuana. Okay. So that did happen to me. So I just wanted to put out there that they're two separate plants, guys. And even if I'm interviewing somebody about marijuana, isn't it knowledge? It's just knowledge. I don't smoke it. I have never smoked it. Nobody can say that. I said, I didn't say I didn't try it. I was way back when I was in high school. I tried it once. It didn't do anything for me. I was like, I ain't wasting my money on that. Okay, move on. There it is. It's out there.
I did too.
So move on. But what you're telling us tonight, now let's talk about where is CBD grown? Do you know the origins, where it comes from? How is it harvested? CBD is a plant. So where's
No. CBD is a molecule that is contained in a plant.
So where's it harvested? Is there just like some big open fields and you find CBD somewhere? Or it comes from our body? How we pull it out of our body?
Well, you'd have to ask the big man upstairs to explain why cannabinoids exist in our bodies, because I don't know.
So how do we get them? How do we get them from where they come from to the store?
Sure. So again, primarily you can get CBD from marijuana plants or hemp plants. My focus and my advocacy is all about hemp. There is healing in hemp. Okay. So you get a hemp seed and you plant it in the ground.
Okay. So
that hemp plant grows. Yeah. You then harvest that hemp plant, and through very expensive, complicated practices, those CBD molecules that are in that plant are extracted.
Okay.
Those molecules are then taken and put into tinctures, topicals, pet treats, skincare things, bath bombs, edibles
Okay.
for
Okay.
consumption.
Okay. So now you embarked on a new pathway. What are the healing processes from this? Where does the healing come? Where's the healing? Uh, I guess we want to say advantageous healing processes we get from CBD. Where is that?
You mean what can CBD help to heal?
Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about.
Sleep? Oh man, number one is sleep. Number
Okay.
one is sleep. I am also a therapist in private practice, and so I have clients who are finding help with CBD with things such as anxiousness,
Mm-hmm.
sadness. There are I have colleagues in the dermatology field that find help with skin conditions. They help with, oh gosh,
So we're not just are we just walking into a store and looking on a shelf and there's CBD?
well, that's the danger. That's the danger because CBD is not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, which means there's no rules, which means that I could, if I wanted to, I could get a really pretty bottle, fill it with some extra virgin olive oil, slap a really fancy sticker that says CBD on it, and sell it and market it as CBD when it's actually not. And that's the
Okay.
danger because 91% of CBD in the United States isn't even CBD.
How's that?
And
Oh,
most of the CBD that is used and extracted comes from Chinese hemp. And I don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole, but it's not good.
okay.
So that's
Dang.
where people like me come into play, advocates who have a passion in educating and spreading the knowledge, the good knowledge and the dangerous knowledge about CBD becomes very important to people
Mm-hmm.
because many people will go down the street to their corner CBD store and believe that they are getting genuine CBD when 9 times out of 10 they are not.
Really? And that's only because it's not regulated by the drug and administration. Is that it? Ah, dang. I'm so sorry to hear that. But so how do we know that we're getting the true stuff? We have to get it from somebody. Okay. So we have to get it from somebody who knows what they're talking about, who actually sells and okay. Okay, there it is. I barked on it. I got it. So guys, y'all hear that? You shouldn't just be walking into a store and buying this off of the shelf. You need to talk to people who, and I'm sure he's going to give us a way to contact him, so that you can. There's a business side to it and there's a healing side to it. So if
The
either
business,
or,
I am in the business of healing. Yes.
right. So you want to talk to him about either or both. You need to be able to contact him and say, "Hey, I want to learn a little bit more about this so that I know that I'm getting the right thing. What are the benefits for me? And what I know you're not a doctor, but is there such thing as the right dosage, the right amount somebody should be taking?"
Correct. So, with supplementation of
Mhm.
CBD, from a dosing perspective, you have to find your body's unique, we call it the sweet spot. Okay.
Okay.
So you start low,
Okay.
slow, and go up as necessary.
Okay.
Too many people will go into those CBD shops, those smoke shops, those big shops who sell CBD supposedly, and they will simply go by the suggested recommended dose that's on the box.
Mm-hmm.
And what's on the box says 1 to 2 droppers every day.
No, don't do that.
There is a very good chance, most of the time, you are taking too much, which
Okay.
means you are missing the sweet spot, which means you are not getting the benefit of that CBD.
So just
And that's if it's actual CBD.
And it has to be, let's do it over time versus look at the effects in overnight.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. This is when I'm helping people with their dosing, the first
Mm-hmm.
thing I tell them is, if you do it right, the time that you take CBD is short.
Okay.
The
Okay.
more that when you take it every day, you find needing less day by day.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I've not done a whole lot of research, but there was something out there that caught my eye. What is an entourage effect?
The entourage effect. Um, in my terms, we call that the placebo effect. The entourage effect is, I simply believe that this works for me because it works for someone else.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? Now, those people who are taking it, that the other person is getting the entourage effect, is getting an effect possibly from a CBD that isn't actual CBD.
Okay. All right. I think I'm following you. So how does one just say, how did you just wake up? You say in 2019 you just came across this. How did you just come across this?
Good question. So, I like I said, I have a full time private practice therapy location in Land Lakes, Florida, and I was sitting in my office one day, just like I always do, waiting on a client, and a friend of mine sent me a text out of the blue. I hadn't heard from him in a couple of years, and he said, "Hey, Kelly, like, how's it going, man?" And I'm like, "Good. How are you, man?" And he's like, "Oh, good. How's things? Are you still doing therapy? You still like doing the hypnosis stuff?" And I said, "Yeah, I am actually." I said, "Yeah, it's really great and things are fantastic." He's like, "Cool." He's like, "Tell me what you know about CBD." And I said, "Hey, listen, I don't want to get involved with marijuana." And he goes, "No,
Really?
man." He
Mhm.
goes, "No, no, this is not marijuana." And I said, "Well, I'm pretty sure it is." He's like, "Okay, well, you need to do your research." So that was early October
Mhm.
2019. That conversation sparked my interest in finding out more about CBD. Long story short, I found out the truth about CBD through my own research. It was then ratified through a follow-up conversation with my friend, who happens to be a certified registered nurse anesthetist.
Okay.
So I know that he doesn't get involved with marijuana either, because he has a license to protect just like I do. So he and I were having conversations, and I decided to become a part of this organization and create a side hustle out of it, because I now know the truth about CBD, and I recognize how CBD can help with the mental health perspective of things.
Okay.
And so it was literally a out of the blue random text message from a friend.
So, but when people contact you from watching this, it's not going to be random out of the blue because they're learning. I have tried some. Now, I primarily have arthritis from chemotherapy, and had given my husband his package, and I cracked it open, and I said, "Let me see what this ointment." Now, I'm gonna tell you, the first time I was not a believer. I was like, "This is not working. This is not working." Then I said, "Wait a minute, I have nothing else. The only option here now is surgery. I know that because I'm bone on bone." But I said, I need some relief in between. So the next night, I put a little bit more. I said, maybe I didn't put enough on. Because I did. I'm like you. I was like, and you had not told me this, that to start small and grow. Okay. So I was talking to my resource officer at school. He's having the same problem with his hip, you know, military, all of that stuff. So I told him that CBD doesn't work. So I went back the next night. I was like, maybe I didn't try enough. I took a nice, generous amount, just double what I had. Now, I'm not going to say I squeezed the whole bottle. Rubbed it on, and I waited for a good 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, I feel something working there. Something working, something working. I was literally able to get up off of the bed, walk to the kitchen, but no problem. I said, okay, I wasn't putting enough on. So I would rather start small and add to it than to put this big glop on and you have a problem. And I can tell you, I did not put enough on the first night. I did not. And I went to work and I was like, oh, that stuff doesn't work. So the next night I tried it again and I'm a believer. I'm a believer. So there's
Because
this.
you found your sweet spot.
Yeah, I did. And I had not talked to him. I have not spoken with Kelly until tonight when and this is the first time I've ever heard of something called a sweet spot. But I immediately cast it off and told my husband, this stuff doesn't work. It's garbage. It's not giving me anything. And then I had to keep going. So I still use it. I really do. So guys, I there is a business side to it if you want to learn the side hustle, or if you just need some natural healing and stuff like that. I suggest you talk to him about both of them or one or the other, whatever your preference is or your needs are right now tonight. I just really wanted to bring him on and give people some gateway into what CBD is, because I think we have a lot of misconceptions out there, a lot. So
we certainly do. We certainly do. And that's the misconceptions probably takes up the most of my conversations with people. And once they get past the misconceptions, the time spent in deciding to do it shrinks.
Yeah, and then I told you the first time I mentioned that, oh, I'm going on air, where she was like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble. I was like, for what? She was like, CBD, it's like marijuana. I was like, I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I said, I literally had to say that. I don't think we're talking about the same thing, but that's why I wanted you on here to, if you're just joining this program in progress, Mr. Kelly Mulroy is talking about, number one, marijuana. CBD comes from the hemp plant, but it is not marijuana. So, and the healing benefits of it, the natural benefits of it, and how I learned that it's produced in your body. If you're a mammal, it's already in your body. So, God, I don't think all of us are walking around with marijuana in our bodies. so that was something new that we learned tonight.
That's why THC has a hallucinating effect, is because it's a foreign body that we then put into our bodies that our bodies naturally fight. People don't understand why we hallucinate. It is the body's response to a foreign body. Okay. When we supplement our bodies with things that our bodies already produce themselves, there is no rejection.
Okay.
Oh, that's why that is why you cannot get high from CBD. Now, if you get high from CBD, it's because you're not taking CBD. You are taking THC. Okay. Someone tricked you, sold you, or gave you something that is not CBD.
Okay. Now, are y'all guys hearing that? I want, are you hearing that? If you get high from CBD, it's not CBD.
It is not.
You heard it.
It is impossible.
Okay. And so we can't overdose from it because it's already produced in our bodies.
Right. But we can miss our sweet spot of effective healing, though.
I did it. So you guys have to really pay attention to, and I'm just going to recap that one thing he said: start slow and build. I did start slow, and then I cast it out and said, oh, this doesn't work. And then I had to say, go back the next night. Well, let me try it. Just my own intuition saying, let me try a little bit more, So I put a little bit more on and went, ooh, that feels good.
And talking about something like pain.
Yes.
One of the most important healing cannabinoids is the cannabinoid CBDA.
Okay. So,
which is something that my organization has for people as well.
So what
is an option?
What kind of products? I know there's an ointment that I tried. What else? What other products are with CBD that you are able to get?
We have tinctures, like you mentioned. We have jellies. We have a specific designed jelly just for sleep. It has CBD. It has the cannabinoid called CBDN. That's the scientifically proven cannabinoid that helps them best with sleep. Okay. We then have a collagen product. It's a collagen powder that you can put in your drinks or water, whatever. That has the granddaddy of them all, CBDG.
Oh, what's
so
the G for? I don't know.
There are different cannabinoids.
Okay.
CBDA, CBDN, and the granddaddy CBDG. Okay, so CBDG is like, whoa, awesome stuff. So we have collagen powders. We have skincare items.
Okay.
We have, like I mentioned before, we have CBD pet treats for our other mammals that we take care of. We have tinctures.
Is there topicals, like a website that they can go see this from? Is there a website? How do they get in contact with you to say, or go somewhere to check this out? How do they find more about it through you?
Sure. So I have a website. It's Kelly Mulroy greencompassglobal.com. And you can, that website has product information. It has CBD information. What is CBD? What does it help? It has a overview of the organization that I am a part of.
Okay.
And it has and then the fourth part is, you know, if you have the passion and desire to have your own advocacy in it, it has an opportunity right there for you to start yours right then and there.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask. So if somebody wanted to get into it to make money, okay, I've done enough research. I think I'm comfortable at an entry level. They can find that information on your website, which I will link below. So guys, don't worry about it. I will link this below. And I truly want you to, I don't know how much he makes, but he seems happy every time I ask him. He smiles. That's what I can tell you guys. He smiles every time I ask him how much you're making. You know, never discloses it, but he smiles. So I will definitely link it in the description box on both Facebook and YouTube so that you can, hey, you may have you know what, this ain't for me, but tap you. My cousin over here is a great salesman. They want to know some more. They want a side hustle. Give that information to them and let them go check it out. You know, it may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else in your family or a friend who just needs to know, you know what are the healing products? I want something natural. I want something that's already produced in my body. And you know what else? I don't want all these foreign agents. You know, I was offered a marijuana when I had cancer, and I told the doctor, no, thank you. I'm good. I'll suffer through it. And I did. But if I knew there was another side to it that, you know, could have given me some relief without having to put more foreign things in my body, because chemo is foreign enough. Oh my God, chemo and radiation is the worst thing on planet. I keep telling people, anybody with a gun, let me swap you the needle for the chemotherapy with your gun, and I want to see how big and bad you think you are. But anyway, so if there was something other that I could have used other than the marijuana that was not natural, I would have said yes. But I immediately said, nope, I don't want it. She asked me several times. I said, no, I'm good.
I am so sorry that wasn't readily available to you then. Nope. But, you know, I'm glad that it is now for you.
Okay. Yeah. So, guys, I can say that we have tapped into the other side. We're a little late joining, although we bought the kit. We're going to open it. It's not your fault, honey. It's not your fault. I'm not going to tell you whose fault it is. Okay. But I do have the box in front of me. So I will be learning a little bit more with Kelly, because I do need a side hustle. I really do. I spend way too much money. My husband will be looking at me like, another box from Amazon. So Yeah. So I got to get a side hustle so I don't get put out on the porch. Okay.
COVID has. I don't know about you. I don't know about your viewers, Tasha, but man, COVID taught me that lesson hard.
Okay. Yeah.
You cannot rely, and in today's economy, if
Yep.
you are going to rely on one source of income to cover things, my goodness, you better,
Yeah.
you must know the winning lottery numbers, or you must be doing awesome in Vegas right now at the tables, because you are risking a lot.
Yeah. You are right. You're right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you again. There's the healing side of it, but there's also the business side. If you want either side, I will link his website,
Global.com.
kellymulroy.greencompassglobal.com, and that's it. So, is there anything else you want to add to our viewers? Tell them anything just before we close out?
I just want to say thank you, Latasha, for you having me on your show. I watch your stuff on Facebook. It's awesome stuff, man. I I don't know if anyone reaches out to you to thank you for what you do on Facebook for them, but let me be the voice of people who are watching you do what you
Thank
do
you.
and
Thank
reading what
you.
you are saying. And thank you for you being you, because you are a very, very special woman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And guys, he is a really, really, I can say this, a good therapist. As well, because I know somebody personally who went to him and was just like, I need to go back, but I didn't have somebody to babysit and do all this stuff. And so now they need to go back but they praised him. They really did praise him. So I was recently having a conversation. Hey, how did therapy go? Mom, I really, 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 really need to go back because he is awesome. He taught me a lot about myself. So I said, thank you. And I appreciate it. I hope she's not watching because she doesn't know I know you. It's okay. And he's very professional. I see him all the time. He's not mentioned her
I don't
once.
know what you're talking about. So
He's not. I'm serious. He came very highly recommended and he also helped. So I am grateful for that. Okay. So if you guys are in the Tampa area, Land Lakes area, and you need a therapist, go see him. If you want to learn more about CBD on the healing side, go see him. If you need a side hustle, go see him. His information will be linked below. And I just want to say thank you for watching. Press the like, the comment, the send button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. And I want to let you guys know next week is what women want. All right, I have a panel of women, so guys, sit now.
I'm going to listen to that. I will definitely tune in for that.
Because I know guys can't read our minds, but guess what? We're going to stop letting them read our minds, and we're going to tell them what we really want. And so I have a panel of wonderful guests from all ages, all walks of life, and they're going to turn up the heat here right on next Wednesday. So thank you for watching. Good night. I'll see you soon.